Hello and welcome to your Astrological Vibrations for Saturday, March 24th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I evolve beyond old expectation paradigms. And today, we are largely focused, pretty much only focused on the energy of Cardinal T-square. So we have the moon shifting into Cancer. Moon in Cancer will always heighten emotional response. So our emotions are definitely going to be peaking today. Not to mention, we shift today from 3 degrees to 4 degrees. 4 degrees is that evolution, revolution energy. What I say about this is that 3 degrees is where we expand, and then we hit the wall. And where we hit the wall is that trigger for where we need to evolve ourselves, where we need personal revolution. So I encourage you to feel today as your feelings are going to show you where there are points within you that need some shift, that need some evolution, that need some revolution. And it's going to guide you. You know, yum, this feels good. Oh, yuck, this doesn't feel good. That's where the work can be. And this astro is so supportive of this work. So we have the sun square the moon. So sun in Aries, moon in Cancer, square, resistance. We have the moon opposite Mars. So moon in Cancer, Mars in Capricorn, and then sun square Mars. And then at the end of the day, Mars opposite Saturn. So a lot of oppositions and squares. Oppositions can stretch us, but they can also kind of feel like they're pulling us apart, especially when we are in resistance. So that opposition between the moon and Mars, moon in Cancer, like I said, heightened emotions, heightened sensitivity going on. Mars in Capricorn, the old paradigm where we are taking action on the shoulds, where we are taking action based on what society wants from us. And yet Mars in Capricorn, new paradigm, is where we are taking action because it's based on our purpose. We have the opportunity. Now what's interesting with this is that moon in Cancer also offers input into this energy. Moon in Cancer may offer the input, I am comfortable here even though I'm really uncomfortable in that. And you could fall into that paradigm. Or moon in Cancer could be like, this doesn't feel good anymore and I know I need to nurture myself. And even though I'm scared, I am going to stretch myself. So we have that opportunity with that opposition. Now what I love is that the sun is offering a counterpoint to both the moon and to Mars energy. It's offering the square to both of them. That sun in Aries energy, are you honoring the passion of your I am? That's where you have to come back to. You must trust yourself. You must trust the fire within you to help move you forward. You must trust that energy to help you expand. You must trust that you're not wrong when you're listening to the things that light you up. Honor that which lights you up. That is a sign. Is it your end-all be-all? I don't know. You never know. But it is your next step. So, to move, evolve, shift, revolutionize yourself beyond old expectations of the universe. You must trust yourself. You must listen to yourself. And that's where probably the triggers are going to be between, can I take this action that is in alignment with my purpose, or am I going to fall into these old patterns? The old patterns are comfortable, even in their discomfort. Just realize that. And no shame. No shame, because we're all in this process on one level or another. Nobody's ahead of the game. Everybody's kind of working their own stuff with this. So no shame in that, but just keep as much as you can honoring yourself. That's where Saturn comes in. I think that opposition with Saturn may be part of the breakthrough. That's at 8 degrees. Saturn is at 8, so it's personal responsibility. Am I responding to myself? Am I honoring myself in and through this? Can I get past the fear of being uncomfortable? Because chances are the fear of being uncomfortable is so much worse than the discomfort that may come up as things change. That so often is the worst discomfort that we can put on ourselves, the fear of something. So it's intense energy, and it's not going to stop because moon in Cancer has a lot of work for us. So just be aware. Sunday also has some stuff and some work. I don't have my cards again. I'm pulling Sacred Rebel and Dragon, and this Dragon card, I was like, yes, yay, Dragon. Fire Dragon burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. Yes. If you have received this card, it is time to invite the fire dragons to burn up any circumstances in your life that are not serving you. Call on them to delve deep into your childhood or past lives to release you from your past so that your future can shine. They have the ability and power to travel along the timeline of your soul journey, clearing, healing, transmuting as they do so. They are happy to do this while you sleep if you ask them. Ask them to clear and light the path in front of you each day. Then relax and trust that all is as it should be. These orange dragons have huge open hearts and love to keep you safe by creating a fiery wall of protection around you or your home and family. So remember to ask them to do so. Call on them to light you up in their flames and breathe inspiration into you. You'll be amazed at the positive and courageous way that you start to deal with people and situations and honor your own inner fire when you honor the fire dragon. All right, and this card felt so appropriate too. Card 31, trust yourself. You're wise. You know how to grow, even without knowing how you know. Like ancient forest, spectacular galaxies, or the acorn that becomes the oak, there is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason, and it just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that is so palpable it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so inevitable that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about affairs and how life will unfold. This oracle brings the message, you are growing. You really are, don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it just yet, remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Below the earth, it is summoning up all the might, power, and force it needs to push above the topsoil and burst up into the light. It is essential for anything good to happen later on, yet we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that things will happen when the time is right. You're being asked to trust yourself. You know how to grow. Don't overthink the things. It won't help. Don't worry so much. You're doing a great job at this game of life. When you trust yourself, you can relax, and you can heed your own wisdom tonight, or wisdom, insight, and messages will be much more clearly and easily heard. Yes, I think I will start this last little part. This oracle is telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. This even applies to your most treasured relationship or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more consciousness, more love, and more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. The instability is not a sign of sickness, but of growth. So don't fret. Instead, choose to flow and grow. May the odds be ever in your favor with this T-square energy. It definitely feels very challenging as it is coming in. Remember, it is pushing you into your best life possible. So stop resisting, work with the energy, and be present with the emotions that arise up in and through this. So with that is it for today. You can book readings and more at GaiaBlooming.com. There is enough love in the world for you, and the better it gets, the better it gets. Namaste.